Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This one I have filmed exclusively for YouTube, so let's get into it. This is what I'm reviewing today, and this is the bottom of the bottle review of Ghost. So you can see I have a little bit left in there. It's like just enough maybe for one other shake. It doesn't even look like that. And then there's the little voucher at the bottom, so you know I have actually drank this. But of course, somebody could just dump it into the trash or something. But I've actually drank this, and I'm gonna be giving my honest review of it. So the branding, let's just start with there. So I like edgy shit. That should not be a surprise to anybody that's a subscriber. But I do give the branding 10 out of 10. I do really love how they put the Chips Ahoy on there with the branding and everything. I like what looks like a little rip on either side. I like the little ghosty thing, and I like the name. Obviously, I had spooky shit. I know I am biased for that. That is full fucking carte blanche. I know I am biased to shit that's called anything remotely like Halloween, fall, spooky, horror, okay? You name something called Ghost, I'm gonna be drawn into it immediately, all right? But I'm gonna be as honest with you as possible about everything with it. So I like how they had on here, especially for people that are newer into fitness. I've been in fitness for 15 years, so I'm just saying, I'm not saying I can't learn new tricks, but I'm saying, like, you know, I know like different things that I could put protein powder in. But I'm saying for somebody that is brand new, say this is the very first canister they ever bought, this is helpful. This is helpful shit. They have it, look, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see it. Looky. I think this is cool. Also, how they have their own little tagline on here. They got all their little social icons. That's very important in today's world. For them to know that you are on the main platforms, and they're still also on Twitter too. I'll show you the Twitter, but okay, cool. So they're on there too. They got, I don't know if you can see it, but this label is like raised a little bit. So let me see if I turn on the side, you can see it, maybe not. Maybe you can see this texture on here. There we go, you can see it. So like this thing, you can feel it, it's raised a little bit. That's really cool. That stands out. I've never seen a protein label that does this. This is the only one I've seen. I've tried a lot of protein in my 15 years so far. I'll just say honestly, for having the protein and everything in there, they're good. The only thing that I would recommend is that they do have a lot of different ingredients on here. And I know that there's only but so much you can do to make a product like this, but I'm just saying, just from a nutrition standpoint, I would try to take out a little bit more of the sugar. It doesn't have a whole lot, but I'm saying, like, I would try to take a little bit more out if you could. Total fat was fine. Protein 25 grams per scoop. That's honestly that's as good as it gets. But yeah, some of these ingredients on here, of course it is processed. It's protein powder. Okay, it's not like you just grow this out of the ground. So there is only but so much they can do to make this as healthy as possible, just full disclosure. But I will say a couple of these ingredients on here, I see a couple of different types of oils and stuff like that. I would try to do the best that you could to eliminate that as a brand if you're watching this, Ghost. And of course there are different things that there's only so much you can do, but I would take a look at just see what you could do. So let's get into some other stuff. So the lid has the brand. I like that. It's real cute. I don't know what. Woo. That was not playing. Holy schmidt. I don't know what just happened. I have a very stable makeup tower with a flat surface, and making sure I'm not spilling this. Just Bambi's right here, and it's got chocolate in it. I'm just making okay. I got my rabbit, one of my rabbits, Bambi, right here at my feet. She likes to help with the CEO stuff, but I use like a very stable mug and a very stable flat surface, flat top makeup tower instead of one of those ring lights and selfie sticks to hold the phone, because those have not been the best for stability. So I don't know what just happened. That was just kind of crazy. But let's just keep going with that. I don't know if I may have accidentally smacked it. I'm sorry if I did, but let's just keep going. So you can see the texture a little bit in there. It actually looks like Chips Ahoy cookies. Like, actually does. So I give that a 10 out of 10. I give the branding a 10 out of a 10. It does stand out. It caught my attention. I like that. Not that that's the most important thing for people. But for coming from a business owner perspective, I'm a business owner, obviously. I give it 10 out of 10. I really like how they put different ways that you can fix it. Is helpful for newbies and veterans of fitness alike. I like how they do the little edgy thing and it's like touchy-feely. I like that. It's cool. And then I like this. And then with the ingredients and the nutrition breakdown on this, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm gonna give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. The protein amount is good. I will give it that to 25 grams per round of scoop. That's as good as you can get. Total fat's not bad. It's like 3 grams on there. No trans fat. That's all. That's amazing. They got about 4 grams total added sugar. Total sugar is 4 grams. 2 grams added sugars. It's not the worst in the world. It's not the worst in the world, but I have seen ones that are less than that. So there's probably something in the recipe that you can do to get that number down. But I don't know how it would compromise the flavor. We're going to get into that. And then there's a couple of ingredients on here that I'm not a huge fan of. There are some things like some oils, and there is what's like a corn syrup on here. But then again, this is a processed product, okay? So full disclosure, this very obviously, this shit did not come out of the ground. So there is only but so much you can do to make a protein powder healthy, okay? And it does get into the whole apples and oranges and stuff like that. And of course, even professional trainers like myself, I mean, we're on cell phones, we throw shit in the microwave. I mean, there's only but so much you can do with certain things, but I will give their ingredients between a 7, 8 out of 10. If you just want the flat up number, I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10 because overall I think it's not the worst thing in the world. But this did not come out of the ground. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna get into the flavor of this shit. I've opened the lid, I've shown you. I've had my phone get thrown by accident, so I'm not going to be doing too much of opening and getting this real close anymore. The flavor is good. The flavor's good. So I will give it that. I do like the flavor. I will give the flavor a 9 out of 10. It is very sweet. I will say that I don't eat the sweetest of protein powders usually anymore. And it is the whole Chips Ahoy flavoring with it. But I will say that the sweetness did get to be a lot. So like if you have this protein every day, if you are not a fan originally or anymore of super sweet stuff, like that honestly got out of my taste buds because I started eating healthier 15 years ago. So my taste buds and somebody who's brand new into fitness are going to be different. This would have been phenomenal to have 15 years ago when I first got started. This would have been amazing. And I do love the flavor. It is very accurate to a chocolate chip Chips Ahoy cookie. It's very accurate. But I do not eat Chips Ahoy cookies anymore. So my taste buds are different. It does get to be a little bit nauseating if I have more than one of, if I would use this like in the morning and at night, it did get to be a little bit much, and I would have to go back to a standard flavor like strawberry or vanilla or something like that. But I will say the flavor comes through. They came through on this. I should actually get another canister and try to make like cookies or pancakes with this. That would be the bomb. If you made like, hold on. Like if you made like pancakes with this, holy shit, it would be amazing. I did not do that. I was just using this like in a shaker cup. like the little shaky, like a little shaky there. But I will say the flavor came through. It was phenomenal. I give the flavor a 9 out of 10. I only deducted a point there because for me personally, it was a little bit too sweet, but of course